the next day. I don't know. All I know, okay, I got out the house. I kicked the windows out, like I said. Came back in. Took them steel toe boots. Went through all the windows on that house. And boom, it was a wrap. So moving on with the same man. I can't remember. I literally cannot remember what happened after I busted all the windows out the house. But I know I didn't stay there no more. And he didn't stay there no more because he went back to his mama's house.
Where did you go when you went out the window?
I came back in. I don't know. I can't remember where I went after that. I want to say I probably went over my cousin's house. Because that's mostly where I used to be. If I wasn't at my grandmama's house, then I was at my cousin's house.
Tanya's house.
Yeah, I was at my cousin Tanya's house. Or either I was at my grandmama's house. I would say I went to my grandmama's house because I'm pregnant or whatever. But moving on, same person. He mad. This relationship started in 2007. I had the baby in 2008, and we got married in 2009, and then I went to prison in 2010, and then in 2011, it was just like a kind of like, oh, I'm divorced you, blah, 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 kind of hiding out, like never want to see you again, and then 2012, I divorced him. Okay, let's move down the line to the day when, okay, he trying to find me. We just have to start there because whatever happened and wherever I went, I laid low for a little while. Of course he did, of course we encountered each other again. I'm pregnant with his kid.
Where was y'all at when y'all bumped into each other?
Okay, this is what I can remember. Just moving on to just another story that was just super crazy with him. Okay, I'm at my cousin's house now. And I've been laying low from him. I don't want to see you. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. I don't want nothing to do with it, okay? So, he come get me, child. He done came over. He want me to go, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, let's go. He just want to talk, I guess. Where y'all going? We going to his mama house because he ain't have no house.
You go with him? Why?
I went because...
Why would you go with him?
Because he already coming to everybody's house. It's a situation with me and this person.
Y'all married.
Just say I'm at your house. Here he come. He coming to your house.
Y'all married.
We married, and I'm pregnant with his baby. So he coming to everybody's house. He coming to anybody's house. He don't care who you are, and what you want to do when he come over there. So at this time, it's just a lot of drama. So I left with him. Okay, I'm going to see what you want. We at his mama's house, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay, we talking. Yeah. And me personally, I'm just like, I really don't even care what he's talking about. Like, how do he really think like we just gonna be happily ever after? I don't know. I don't know what's going through his mind, and he don't care what's going through mine. So, you don't care? Okay, well, I don't care either. So,
y'all living at his mama house?
No, I don't live at his mama house. I just come over there because he coming everywhere that I'm hanging out.
Okay.
If you pulling up everywhere I'm hanging out, that's so annoying to everybody for you to be busting up. He will bust up in people's front doors and stuff. What? What's on my face?
It's your little makeup line.
Oh, that's fine because I'm taking this part of my makeup off, so don't look.
Okay.
Anyway, so we talking. He go in there, I guess, talk to his mom or cook or whatever he was about to do, child. So I know I already been with him about 2 years, off and on and in and out and wherever the hell we got going on, right? So I go in his coat in the closet. There's a gun. I already know that about the gun.
You got bullets?
It got bullets and everything. So I get the gun.
What?
And I take out walking.
Gun in your hand?
The gun is in my bag. I got the gun in my bag, and I have some more things. Let me tell you. I have a few more things. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think I had this car. I had this red car. It's a Focus, right? So what happened with that is me and my other cousin, we pull up at these guys' house, whatever. I don't even know these people or whatever, whatnot. And here he come. He see my car and everything. And so he, out of nowhere, like literally we just sitting in this car. Nobody else. I think it's a dude in the back seat and my cousin in the passenger seat and I'm in the driver's seat. This hand come in my car, and I'm like, whoa! We all screaming like, cause where did you come from? Done took the keys out my ignition.
Cause he wants you to go home with him.
Because I'm at some nigga's house. I'm at some nigga's place. This is I don't know if it was a trap. I don't even know these people really. My cousin know them, whatever. I really ain't deal with too many people like that. So he got my keys out the ignition. My car is on. We in there listening to music and everything. My car was on. He got the keys and then got in his car and drove off.
With your keys?
With my car keys.
So you can't go nowhere?
No, my car is on.
Wow.
This is 2000. This is like what, 2009. So I don't know. Cars.
You had the baby.
I already had the baby.
Okay.
We gonna move past the baby. That don't change nothing. He still want to be with me. I still belong to him or whatever is going through his mind. Okay. It took 4 or 5 years to dodge this bullet, let me tell you. So when he took the keys out the ignition, now I'm driving. I'm looking for him. He gone. He done got. I'm so shocked. And then I got to get this person out my backseat. Come on, you got to go, whatever. So, because I'm got to go chase him.
So now you driving your car.
I'm driving. I don't have a key in the ignition. I don't know what car. A Ford Focus or I have probably a half a tank of gas because I was driving around and looking for him. He already know I'm gonna come to his mama's house, whatever. I already got the gun and stuff in my car, you know. Mm-hmm. So when I pull up to my cousin's house, I park and they all in the back. She had like this garage or whatever. I know my story is kind of like blah, 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 because it's just so much in so many years. And I'm just going to compact it all as much as I can. But this in particular day, he done took my keys out my ignition.
How did you get away from him?
My car.
How did you finally get away from him?
Babe, I can't just go to the end. That's so confusing every time you want me to tell a story and then you want me to end it. You want me to tell the ending. And then later, you're going to be looking at it saying, well, what happened? How did... You didn't say this. Yeah, because you just want to know the ending. Anyway, so we chilling. We in the back or whatever. I have a drink. I'm not pregnant no more. Because it's such a blur. A lot of stuff is a blur and a lot of stuff is devastating and whatever. I'm going to just tell the stories that I can remember. So we in there chilling. We drinking some Boone's for him. And here he come. Everybody looking like, oh. Like, dang, he here. And he like, let's go. And I'm like, man, look, let's go. I said, I said, hold on. So he tried to take my bottle of Boom for him. I'm just drinking it. I mean, it's very weak. It's not a very high percent. I'm just drinking it right at the bottle. You know, I really like straight from the hood.
Drink. We should get a drink.
We can get a drink.
Come on. I'm just gonna let it go. I can edit anything. Come on.
You want me to make it a slush? Or what you want me to do?
Just a drink. It ain't gotta be a slush. Yeah. With ice.
Man, I was comfortable.
Want to get a drink? Yeah, we'll be right back. Stay with us. I got G-Dog. Listen to G-Dog for a second.
This, because I already feel the other one still. Hold on. What did I do the rest of my pregnancy? Okay, after we left that house, I definitely moved in with my grandmama. I definitely moved to my grandmama's house. No! Boom! I got to back it up. Let me back it up. I done went too far.
Come low in your seat a little bit.
Come low in my seat?
Scoot down a little bit. I got the right there. Like, yeah, you get it. Perfect.
Anyway, so let me go back, y'all. Let me go back to when I left the house. It's kind of coming back to me. Because, okay, so I went to my grandmama's house, right? Now, he kind of like coming back and forth, blah, blah, blah. So I get a job. I get a job at the Texas Workforce while I'm pregnant with my baby.
This is before you got out the house, right?
Okay, no, I'm out the house.
Okay.
I'm going to start here when I got out the house. And I went to my grandmama's house because I was just like, what is this? Like, what was that about? Like, how you going to try to think I'm going to sit in that house for almost a whole year? You know what I'm saying? I was already 4 months, but so like 5 more months in the house. So I went to my grandmama's house. I want to say like a month went by, you know what I'm saying? And I was real crazy. I was getting real crazy with my pregnancy and everything. So I got the job. What happened was I was trying to get TANF, which is kind of like child support. It's a cash payment, and you get it on your food stamps.
Okay.
So when you apply for the TANF, they want you to look for a job, whatever. Okay. So I was looking for a job. Boom. I already done got a job at the Texas Workforce where I'm looking for a job at. So I get a job there. I just help people that come in, get on the computer and help them apply for a job. Now, that's my job. So he takes me to work, and then he take me back to my grandmama's house, and all this and that. He's still living at his mama's house. Basically, he was more chill for a little bit. He was more chill. Of course, he was mad about the house and everything. But okay, you're gonna have to get past it. What you gonna do? Honestly, what can you do? So, he was like, you should put the baby for adoption. And so I'm just like,
What?
you know, I'm not the biggest fan of having a baby with you. Like, I had just met him in October, and then in December, here he come with the donuts and the pregnancy test and the orange juice. Like, oh, I know you pregnant, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, dang, I just really even barely know you like that. But, we had a lot of drunk times together. A lot of times when we met, I'm intoxicated, and it just happened. Don't even remember, didn't even know I was there. So, you know, when he said that, oh, put the baby up for adoption, I'm like, okay, you know, time go by. I reached out to an adoption agency, right? So then there's this family. And this family meets us and all that. Yeah, it's the whole process. 'Cause I'm thinking, look what I'm going through. I'm going through a lot. Like, am I going to deal with this person for 18 years or whatever, or forever, possibly? So I considered it. And, you know, they was like, well, where you live, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I was going to get a hotel because I'm staying at my grandma. But I'm getting kind of crazy. And my grandma was like all that energy should be going on your baby daddy, not over here, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I started staying at a hotel, and then my cousin, she started staying with me at this hotel.
Right.
And I was there literally until the next day after I brought her home. Now, these people, this company is paying for my hotel and all that. I'm still working at the work for it, but they pay for my hotel, and they also, they give me groceries and stuff.
Because they want to take care of the baby.
Because they supposed to get the baby at the end. But it's nothing guaranteed, right? But, you know, it was, whenever they started paying for my hotel and stuff, I'm just thinking, oh, well, this is kind of easy. Like, it's helping me out. But, you know, then I found out it's a girl. I'm like, okay, I got 2 boys, and now this is a girl. So I kind of was getting excited, but the downfall is the person who I'm having a baby with. We don't live together. What he tried to have us living together, that didn't work. And we're not even together. The only thing he do is pick my 2 sons up from school and bring them to my hotel afterwards. Whenever they not with their daddy. They was going to daycare and stuff. And next thing you know, here come the baby, you know? Like, I got a whole boyfriend and everything. So I want to say a week before, he already knew I had a boyfriend. He had been there the last 4 months of the pregnancy. Why a week before I had my baby, here he come. Done just got rid of my whole boyfriend. And so I was just like, well, okay. He like, okay, well, we having a baby. So we should be back together, blah, blah, blah. So he come to the hotel. He try to be nice and all of this and that. So I'm at the hospital, finna have a baby. Here come this family that's supposed to get the baby, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I just, you know, I mean, when I see my little chocolate drop, it was just a wrap.
Yeah, ain't no way.
It's just like, you know, I don't have to do it.
Right.
But of course, he like, well, I'm going to sign the papers and I'm going to sign my rights over. And he like, you should too. So I was just like, first of all, did this nigga just come back just so he can make sure I put her up for adoption?
Basically.
So now I'm like, oh, so that's why you came back. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm finna get rid of him. I'm finna get rid of him forever. And so I told the family, I said, well, I really want to take my daughter to meet my grandpa. My grandpa was the only one around in town because my grandmama went down, and so she was staying with another family member. And so it was just me and my grandpa when he met her, and then it just, like, I'm into mommy mode. Like, it's my baby now. So they was coming to my hotel, cause I still had the hotel because they had already paid it up. And then the hotel was like, oh, well, you have to leave because they didn't pay for the next week. And I was like, that's fine. At that point, they already was like, okay, she not finna give the baby up. And he was too. He was like, so I guess you're not giving the baby up. And I was like holding her. He was like, so you ain't gonna get a baby up. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not giving her up. And I just was like, maybe this would be a good time for us to just completely separate from each other. Well, no, baby. The party had just begun.
He was still trying to give.
I'm at my grandmama and my grandpa's house. Like I said, it was just me and my grandpa and my daughter now at the house. And
where your boys stay?
My boys was coming back and forth, but of course when I went to the hospital and stuff, they had went back with their daddy. And so, you know, they started coming in and out. But things started getting really crazy. And my other baby daddy knew that. He was saying like, oh, I don't like things that's going on, you know, with the new dude and all that. Like, everybody started noticing, oh, he crazy. Like, he back crazy again. He already done a bunch of crazy stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, he really don't help me out no more. So I'm like, okay, I need to get a job. I got a brand new baby. She probably 2 weeks old. I go get a job, and it wasn't an easy job. It was a man's job, and it paid very good. Now, keep in mind, I ain't even reached my 6th week, but I gotta get money. I gotta try to get on my hustle because now he don't even take me to work and stuff no more. Like, he's so mad that I done kept this baby.
But
so,
it's his baby.
It's his baby. It's his baby. He knew it. He bought the pregnancy test. He seemed excited about it. But I guess, you know, I don't know. It's like you wanted me, but you don't want the baby. Like, just me and you. No baby. Okay, well, you shouldn't have did it then.
Right.
So, dealing with some old people, like a ex of mine, a dude that was before him. This is in between both marriages and stuff. And let me tell y'all right quick. Let me tell y'all about how we got married. Cause I had the baby. I'ma just skip back about 5 months.
Y'all got married after the
We
baby?
got married. I was pregnant.
Oh.
This is after the house. When I kicked the windows out the house and he saw that I was kind of finna go do my own thing, I got a job, and I'm probably gonna just be doing just fine without him. Cause he felt like, oh, I got a car and you need me to take you here and you need me to take you there. So I got the car. Back to the car. I got the red car. Because I'm making really good money at this company. Why did he get a job at the company?
Cause you got.
And was just ignorant. Like, 'cause it was a man's job. It was men there and the women. And he was like, why you ain't get a job in the women's section? They didn't have no position over there. This is where I got the job at. It was building trains, and I built the bottom of the trains, the tires and the spring part of the train. That's the only part I did, and we moved it on down the line, and we started a new one. He worked in a different department, so it just became a lot of jealousy going on with that, and then of course, managers started saying things, and then I noticed that like my hours was cut, and it was like, oh, well, it's not a lot of work all of a sudden. And so here we go. So I'm like, well, I got me a car, but I'm gonna have to get another job. So then I got a job at working front desk at a hotel, 'cause I had been doing that for a while anyway. So that was pretty good. That was really good. That helped me out so I can go ahead and pay my car note and stuff. Now, he was keeping the baby. He was keeping our daughter while I worked, because I did work overnight. So he was keeping her. But then that started changing. Now, I'm supposed to be telling y'all about the wedding. Okay, so after I had kicked the stuff out the house and he felt like, oh, I'm gone now, I done left and he can't find me and keep up with me, he was like, we getting married on Friday. And I was just like, what? He was like, yeah, we getting married on Friday. Like, legit, like, on Friday we got married at the little courthouse. That's and we crazy. Had a little ceremony.
Now, why would you marry him at this point?
It was just, I'm not gonna lie, it was just so crazy, and it just seemed like no way out. I'm pretty sure a lot of women can relate to feeling like it's no way out. Like when you in like, I'm not gonna say I was just getting beat, because I did fight back and stuff. I never got beat up or nothing or had black eyes or nothing, but it was a lot of physical fights. You know, like wrestling and chokeholds and all that kind of crazy stuff. Or, you know, an example. I'm going out one time with this girl. It's late at night. We in the car. She go get some McDonald's for her kids. We come back. She going in the house. We come back to her house. She take the food in the house. I'm in the car in the passenger seat. Child, a whole hand. He loved to put his hand in the window and try to do something. He like taking me out like this, child. And I have on a little cute outfit because we is about to go to Shreveport to the club or something. I don't even really go out like that, but I was like, I'm going to step out because I've been going through a lot with him, you know. So, child, he had done snatched my whole weave. He done snatched my whole quick weave, and my outfit was just shredded. Whatever, he done ripped it.
So you couldn't go to the club? She
called the police. The police come. Are you okay? And I'm just looking like this dude is crazy. Every time they say, y'all are married. Oh, y'all are married? Yes.
What does that got to do with it?
I don't know. It's so hard to explain. It's so hard to explain when even the police is not going to do nothing. The police is asking him, the police told me that night, oh, he looked like he got quite a few scratches. And going to ask him, did he want to press charges? Twice that happened, they asked him, did he want to press charges? And let me tell you, several relationships that happened to me, asking the man, do they want to press charges on me?
After they assaulted you.
But I fight back. So they saying, but we can see physical wounds. They said, yeah, we see your clothes. It said, but it looked like you was a little bit more physical with the bruises and stuff on him. And I'm like, I'm defending myself. I'm a woman. I'm defending myself. So, anyways, time go by. Like I said, we got married that Friday. Like he said, whatever. I'm like, okay. And I mean, it's like we don't even live together. So what we gonna do? What we gonna do? We in separate homes. Okay, well, we married. Hopefully he happy. So, you know, like I said, I had me a nice little job and stuff. And I had, you know, my little car and everything. And so I got me a little babysitter. Now, this lady that's babysitting for me.
Now, hold on. At this point, are you married one time or you married?
This is my second marriage. This is my second baby daddy. I'm married to the first daddy, 2 sons, and this is the second husband with a daughter. So, you know, first husband, he realizing, oh, this relationship is crazy for the kids and all that. And I'm also realizing it's crazy also for me and his own child. So I'm letting my child go with the babysitter a little bit more often than when I'm not at work now. Because I'm kind of hiding out after we got married. We don't live together or nothing. It's just like the satisfaction for him so he can chill out. Like, you crazy. You crazy. You cannot pop up every single place where I'm at. You cannot. Everywhere you pull up and I'm going to get stripped down naked. Ooh. Everywhere that I'm at, you just stripping my clothes down in the middle of the road, in my car, in other people's car, in people's house. So when you say, oh, why did you marry him? It's a crazy situation. And right now the police don't care. Because I'm being physical back. So they saying you press charges, he can press them back. You hit him. And you just like, all right. Maybe it's just this small little town and these little cops is weird and this man is weird. So, okay. So I'm not seeing any of my kids as much as I was. I'm on the go. So I'm hanging out this one day, back to that story. When I have my car, he take the keys out the ignition. And I'm driving all around town. My baby with the babysitter. I'm living my life now at this point away from him. And he just had to find me where he find me. But that's all he had to do, because he probably just a drug dealer, I guess. I don't know what he do. I guess that's really all I know.
Right.
And so he had plenty of time to just stalk my entire existence. So his mom called me. She wanted us both to come over.
For what?
She has an insurance man there. She wants to put both of us on the insurance. He still have that probably. I don't know if he can afford to pay it. She put a life insurance on me and she put one on him because she said, I really believe that she gonna kill you or you gonna kill her at the rate that y'all are going. And it was like a wake up call. Like, this is really serious. Like, I'm like going crazy. Yeah, and somebody else can see that, but even the police can't see that.
Right.
So, you know, it's just going on and on for weeks and months. I'm not gonna lie. Whatever I was doing and going crazy and being in the streets and all that, the prison is what saved me. I got locked up December 2009. I had our baby in 2008. And it was crazy every day of 2009 and 2008 after that.
Man.
And when I went to prison, he was writing me and he like, you my wife and this is that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, we married, but you never came to this prison to see me. My mama come with my sisters and everything. But you married to me. You could come. I'm only an hour and a half away. And you never brought our baby. That's because he never had our baby. So now these people that had our baby when I get out, they want to keep her. And they did get temporary custody of her and all this and that for 6 years.
Man.
Because that person that had her, the woman that I had babysitting, she ended up being in the same prison as me. So now I'm like, where is my baby? With her sugar daddy.
I didn't
Now
know
her
that.
sugar daddy, he that's my baby. He said, you ain't gonna take my baby away from me when I get out. I'm looking for her. I have to encounter with him because I never met him. I only knew my babysitter. I didn't know your sugar daddy. I just see his car bring you to come pick the baby up, and I see the car bring her back. You know, but I never see him inside for like a year or so. But after that, you know, all the letters in prison, all this in love, he wanted to love me and I'm still his wife. Well, I got a divorce. He said he divorced me. I said I divorced him. Child, I don't care who divorced who. But we divorced.
Oh, he said he filed some paperwork
He
too?
said he filed he said I divorced you. And I said, well, I filed and you never would sign it. Cause it's free to do a divorce while you in prison. So, and I'm like, okay, if you want to say you divorced me, baby.
Thank you.
Hallelujah.
Appreciate it.
You know, and it just was like, wow, like it took me going to prison for the whole year. I got out 2 days before Christmas 2010. Had went in right after Christmas 2009. So it was like, it gave him time to get over me, and I never wrote him back.
Mm-hmm.
When the whole year that I was in there, I never responded to his letters. And he said that's why he divorced me. And I'm like, why did prison have to save me from this person? Like, from being locked in the house to you wanting me to put our kid up for adoption to just, like, being physical with me. But that one day, taking the keys out my ignition, and I'm driving around until I run out of gas. Pulling up on me at my cousin's house, not once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times.
Did you ever get your keys back?
I did get my keys back whenever I had to go talk to him. That's how I got the gun out his coat, in his closet, because I knew the gun was in there. So when he had pulled up on me that next time after he took my keys and stuff and I got away, I had to pop the trunk and pull the gun out. And I walked him right to his car. I was like, you need to leave me alone. I said, I'm so tired of you. Like, I cannot do this my whole life. Like, I don't know what he could not understand. Like, I cannot... We not doing good. It's not working. Right. Like, what is it that you want from me? You didn't want to have a baby with me, but you wanted to marry me. We going through an adoption process and getting married at the same time.
Loco.
How? I still to this day, like, that's why I'm so crazy, because look what I went through for like 3-4 years. You know, and after I put the gun on him, and he just like, oh, you been pull a gun on me, and wah. Yeah, because I'm so sick of it. Your mama even put a life insurance policy on me, and you. Like, when are you 10 years older than me? I'm like 22 when I met him, and he 33. Now I'm 35. He 45. Like, dude.
And to this day today, he still want to be with you.
Still be speaking about me and worrying about me and asking about me and all of these things. Like, 13 years later. Like, dude, it's just crazy. It just really was a hard marriage and a lifestyle. And then it took me 6 years to get our kid back after all that. Like, dude, I lost a kid. I mean, thanks to you. Like, thanks to my husband. And then, you know what else? Because I believe I actually paid for it. Because I had a wreck in 2015. And then I got $30,000 settlement in 2018. Well, a lot of that had went on back child support for that same kid. But I still got some. And I put the down payment on the lawyer. And anything else after that, my husband helped me out with that. Like, and I got her back just like that. But it took me 6 years and a lot of, it just was a rough life. And at first I was like, wow, he wanted me to put her up for adoption. And then somebody actually still got her. Like, what is the issue? Why with this child, with me having this child, you know?
It's a crazy situation.
Yeah, I know. It just seemed like, oh, girl, you could have lived. I didn't live with him. I only lived with him like 3 weeks, and then I messed that house up so bad neither one of us could live there.
Right.
Anything after that is him sitting outside my job in my hotel, pulling up in my cousin's house and with a knife trying to stab a dude that's just in there chilling, and a high-speed chase of me driving another dude's car like one day randomly, like 90 miles through a neighborhood. Like, you finna kill me. Like, he was gonna kill me, and I was determined to see if I could kill him first. But marriage number 2.
Like,
and I'll go back and tell y'all about marriage number 1. So make sure you subscribe. And if y'all need more details about marriage number 2, if y'all want me to pull all of that anger out and all that, maybe later.
hit the phone. There we go.